Hello everyone, this is Hero of Legend from GoingSony.com, and today I want to change things up a little bit and talk about BioWare's upcoming title, Anthem. This is a game that I feel has been getting a lot of undeserved negative attention, and there are a few reasons for this, but most of those reasons aren't legitimate. So I want to take the time to clear some of the misconceptions people might have about Anthem, and also talk about why this is a game to be excited about. The first and probably biggest misconception that I want to clear is about who is actually developing Anthem. Obviously BioWare, but a lot of people don't know is that there's actually more to it than that. One of the biggest reasons that people are so quick to dismiss Anthem is because of Mass Effect Andromeda. Now, to be clear, the misconception here is not that Andromeda is a good game, because it isn't. I bought it at launch and I returned it just a few days later. So I'm in complete agreement that Andromeda is a far cry from the quality we normally expect from BioWare. But the mistake that people are making is dismissing Anthem because of that past mistake. From Andromeda's launch to now, I can't tell you how many people I see online using Andromeda's failure as proof that Anthem will fail in the same way. What a lot of these people don't know is that while both games are developed by BioWare, there are actually two different offices. The first and main BioWare is the Edmonton office. They are responsible for the original Mass Effect trilogy as well as the Dragon Age series. The other BioWare is the Montreal office, who is responsible for Andromeda. So, to reiterate, the team behind Andromeda has nothing to do with Anthem. Anthem is actually being developed by the BioWare that we all know and love. The Montreal branch doesn't even exist anymore. So if you're one of those people that are concerned about Anthem because of Andromeda, you should know that these games are being developed by completely different teams, and most importantly, Anthem is being developed by the one that we know can produce quality games and has consistently produced quality games in the past. Moving on, it is also important to talk about Anthem's microtransactions. I see a lot of comments online where people assume BioWare is going to lock everything cool behind microtransactions, charge for DLC every chance that they get, but that is not the case. It's actually the exact opposite. Microtransactions will exist in the game, and I think everyone fully expected that. But the most important thing is if a game does it right. I do not mind microtransactions as long as the game does them right. But Anthem succeeds at microtransactions for a number of reasons. The first is that everything that can be bought with real money is cosmetic only. BioWare has been very adamant in stating that there will be nothing that can be bought that will give players any kind of advantage. And that's something that not even Naughty Dog could help themselves from doing with their multiplayer mode. And I really think that BioWare should be commended for taking such a strong stance early on. No competitive advantage can be bought using real money. Another important detail regarding microtransactions is that when making a purchase, players will know exactly what they are getting. In other words, Anthem will not have any loot boxes. So if you want a specific item, you can buy it right away without having to worry about getting a different item and having to continue to try to get what you want. And finally, the best thing about Anthem's microtransactions is that they can actually be avoided entirely. This actually surprised me a lot, but BioWare has confirmed that everything that can be bought with real money can also be earned by just playing the game. So for those that have the money to spend and want a specific item ASAP, they have that option of buying it with real money. But for those that want to earn it legitimately, they also have that option. I have said for a while that Anthem cannot succeed if it is too aggressive with microtransactions. It honestly was my biggest concern, because I wanted this game to be successful, but I knew that if they tried to charge for every little thing, that gamers they wouldn't have it. But BioWare has done an incredible job And honestly, they may win the award for least aggressive microtransactions in any game ever. I think this is a great model for future games, and I think it proves that anybody complaining about microtransactions in Anthem, they're just looking for something to complain about, and honestly, they can just be ignored. But more important than all of that is BioWare's attitude towards post-launch support. There are very few developers out there, even some of the most talented ones in the industry, that can get everything right from day one. And all too often you see developers walk away from their titles if they're not an instant smash hit success. But we have seen situations like with The Division, like with Final Fantasy XIV, where they come out and they don't do so hot. But the developers, they take a step back, they listen to community feedback, and they've proven that they can turn duds into tremendous success stories. So, and that's the attitude that BioWare has towards Anthem. A representative from BioWare actually made a comment on Reddit where they were very upfront in saying that we are going to make mistakes, it's going to happen, we can tell you that right now. But they were also upfront in saying that we are going to listen to the community, we're going to involve you, and anything that isn't perfect from day one, we're going to get in there and we're going to fix it. I just find it so frustrating that a game that not only looks incredible, but also has an incredible team behind it, that are making all of the right decisions, is being overlooked by so many. There are a lot of games out there that have far worse practices in terms of DLC and microtransactions, and they suffer no consequences from that. But we as gamers, we like to say that we are fed up with these horrible practices, and I think with Anthem we have a really great opportunity to support a game that does it right. But if nothing else, all I ask is that you keep an open mind towards Anthem. There are a lot of people out there that are trying to bring the game down with false or misleading statements, and I just don't listen to them. Honestly, you don't even have to listen to me. Just do your own research about the game, and you will see that it really is something to get excited about.